My cat's at the window.
Hello, Jace. Oh,
He's very cute. Hey guys, what's up? This is Hope Slice here with your typical Hope Slice of Life video. As you are watching this, I am getting ready to, or I am already on my vacation. So I'm going on a little cruise this week, which I'm very excited about. It's our typical kind of family vacation. So what I thought I would share with you today is give you a glimpse into my vacation / holiday makeup bag. And I've recently become a little bit obsessed with watching these. I love looking at them on YouTube because you can always tell what's really important to a girl on the stuff that she brings with her on vacation, because you have to think of what are some things that she can't live without. Now, I know without a doubt I could live without these items. But if I ever feel like, hey, I want to put a little bit of makeup on today, I like to have a lot of options when I go on vacation. So that being said, I'm a little bit of an overpacker. Let's just get right into it. My first thing is my makeup bag that's going to hold all of my makeup in it. It's pretty big. It's a decent size. I fit all of my makeup into it just to be sure that it was going to fit for today's video. This is a Zoella beauty bag and it says, "Just say yes." And it's really cute. It has pale pink and has gold dots on it. First off, brushes. I like brushes. I'm not a big brush person, but I like them, especially if I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to blend a lot of stuff with my hands. I brought some face brushes. My first one is a new one that I've been loving, and it is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. So this is really good for liquid foundation. I usually put my foundation on the back of my hand and then I dab it on and I put it all over my face. So that's my first brush. My next brush is a Real Techniques contour brush. So this is really good for getting underneath your cheekbones and just kind of giving more definition to your face, as you do with any kind of bronzer. And then my last Real Techniques brush is a buffing brush. So this is just really good if I haven't really blended in really well either my bronzer or highlighter or blush. I'll usually use this brush just to kind of buff it in a little bit more into my cheeks or into my forehead. So that's really helpful. And then this, I don't know what company makes this, but I got it at Target as a whole little brush set. It was my very first brush set that I got actually last year. So I'm going to use this brush for blush and probably a little bit of highlight. For eyes, I don't wear a lot of eyeshadow, but I got one eyeshadow palette with me in my bag. So I brought these 3 little brushes just in case I wanted to wear eyeshadow. This one is for the base, and this one is for the crease. It's just a little angled brush for that. And then this is called a smudge brush. So I do like to use this brush for underneath my brow bone for a little brow bone highlight. So I got those. I always call it a beauty blender, and I know it's not called that. It's actually called a Miracle Complexion Sponge. But it does basically the same exact thing as a beauty blender does. And this is by Real Techniques. And I've seen a lot of people, I haven't used this at all yet, so we're gonna see if I like it while I'm away. But you're supposed to, I think, put this underneath the water, and then you're supposed to take it out and squeeze it a couple of times. And it's supposed to expand, so it's supposed to get bigger than this. This is not the actual size. And then you apply foundation with it or concealer with it. So if my foundation is on the back of my hand, I just dab it on with it, or I can get underneath my eyes for concealer. I'll get back to you on if I like that or not. I have some Q-tips with me in my makeup bag, and I know this is a little strange, but I am the worst, absolute worst. Even though I've worn mascara for years and years, I'm just the worst at getting mascara on my skin, like around my eyes. So I always have to have a couple of Q-tips with me in my bag, just so that I can wipe them up once the mascara is dry. My next 2 things are kind of to help my makeup last longer. And the first one is a primer. It's the L'Oreal Paris Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. I've used this twice already, I believe, in the past week. So it comes with a pump. You pump it into your hands, you just put it all over your face. and it's supposed to give you a really good light to it and help your makeup last longer. And my second one is a setting spray. I didn't want to spend my money on the Urban Decay makeup setting spray. I know a lot of people love it and they claim that it really does help their makeup last longer, but I just feel like I've already spent so much money lately the past month, and so I just wanted to make it cheaper if I could. So instead of that, I got the drugstore version, which is L'Oreal Paris Infallible, Infallible, that's how you say that word, Pro Spray and Set Makeup Extender Setting Spray. And this one, after you apply all of your makeup, you're supposed to hold it out a good bit away from you, and you're supposed to spray it in an X and then in a T. So try that once. It smells really bad. It smells so rank, but I will say that it worked wonders on my makeup. I also am taking with me my little Sephora mirror because I just always have this on a day-to-day basis. If I don't have a big mirror that's in the bathroom or anything like that, this will be really handy. Another new product that I want to try is, this is so tiny and ridiculous, so I'm glad I didn't spend any money on it. It was a free sample. Is the Benefit POREfessional. And look how tiny this is. It's like the size of my pinky. That's how tiny it is. I'll probably be able to use this once or twice. It's supposed to be a primer, and it says it minimizes the appearance of pores. It took me a long time to know what pores were on my face. Not gonna lie to you, but I now know what they are, thankfully. And so I'm gonna try that. I'm not gonna use it obviously all over my face. I wanna see how it works, and if I like it, maybe I'll get the full size one. I'm only taking one foundation with me because when it's necessary, I like to wear foundation if I need a lot of coverage. But I just think, especially on vacation, I don't want to be sweating off all of my makeup. And my skin has actually been doing really well recently. So I decided to go just with one foundation, and it's the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. I've been wearing it all throughout this past week, and it just looks very natural. And I'm in the shade Fair Sand. So I like that. It also has an SPF of 15, which is not a big SPF, but it's better than none at all. I'm taking with me two concealers because if I'm honest, the things that I'm probably gonna wear most likely a lot are mascara, concealer, and probably a little bit of blush. Those are probably my three that I'm going to wear a lot. And obviously like something on my lips to keep them moisturized, like a lip balm. The first one is the Age Rewind Eraser of Dark Circles, and it is a treatment and a concealer, and I am in the shade Fair, which I believe is number 10 for this one. This one is great for underneath the eyes because it doesn't look like I have anything on underneath my eyes, and it blends really well, especially with the Tarte foundation. So it just looks very natural and I really like it. If I ever have a day this next week where I don't get a lot of sleep or I have a few little blemishes popping up, I decided to bring with me, again, Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and this is in the shade 15, but this one is also fair. So this one I have tried for a couple months now. I love it, not as much as the other concealer, but I still love it. It's just a lot more high coverage if you need anything like that. My next two are mascaras. The first one is Maybelline Lash Sensational. I've been using this one for a lot the past couple of weeks, and I forgot to mention it in my last favorites video, but it was supposed to be in there. So I'm obviously taking this mascara, and I decided to treat myself to a little travel size of Benefit Roller Lash, and I've loved this mascara ever since March or April, and it's been a while since I've used it because I've been loving the other mascara so much. I decided to treat myself to a little travel size because I just didn't think I needed to buy a big one, and it saves a little bit more room. I'm only taking one eyeliner, and it is the Maybelline Master Precise in the shade Black. And this one I've talked about before, you know I love it. This is like my third one, I'm pretty sure. I'm taking with me two blushes. And this might seem a little excessive, so I might take one out. I'm not sure yet, but right now I'm taking both of them. The first one you've heard me talk about is the Revlon Rose Glow Highlighting Palette. and you know all about it. It has shimmer, it has 5 different shades. It's very similar to Bobbi Brown's Shimmer Brick, but it's a lot cheaper and it's still really pretty as a blush. And this one is a new one. It's the Benefit Rocketeur Blush. And it comes like this. The packaging is not ideal. It's really chunky, but the color is fantastic. I've used it a little bit this past week, and so far I really like it. Also taking my Naked Urban Decay Flush Palette because I know I already have a blush, like 2 blushes with me. So I'm probably not going to use this one a lot, but it has a beautiful highlight and a very nice bronzer that fits my skin tone really nicely. I just thought this would be the best of both worlds to get those kind of products into my travel makeup bag. My only eyebrow product that I'm taking is the Maybelline New York Brow Drama Sculpting Brow Mascara, and it is in the shade Deep Brown. Talked about this last month in my favorites, so I'm not going to go on about it. It's great, it's wonderful. If you don't know what in the world you're doing with your brows, you need to get this because I don't know what I'm doing with my brows, so I'm taking this just in case my brows need a little bit more definition during the week. My only eyeshadow palette I'm taking is the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells. This is super cheap, it's very pretty. It has a eyelid color, a crease, and a brow bone color. So you get all 3 shades for your eyes, and they're just really pretty colors, and I really like them. And lastly are lip products. I have 2 not mascaras, ooh, wrong word. I have 2 lipsticks that I'm bringing with me. The first one is my beloved Rimmel Kate Moss in 107. I just think this is really pretty because I know on the cruise we're going to have a formal night where you get all dressed up and you're really pretty. And I also just think a red lip is really pretty for those kind of nights, but I think it's also really pretty to wear a red lip if you're just very basic with makeup. You have a little mascara, maybe a little bit of concealer, and then you just have like a dark berry lip. I still think that's really pretty. And my other one that I'm going to bring with me is my Rimmel Kate Moss in 38, which is like a peachy nude. I don't have it to show you because I'm waiting for it to arrive in the mail, so I'm crossing my fingers and hoping it shows up in time. The only lip gloss I'm bringing is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Tiramisu. This is so pretty. I have it on my lips today. I just think it's it's kind of a dark pink, but what I love is just basically the formulation of this butter gloss. I would love to get more shades in the NYX Butter Gloss just because they're so pretty. And I'm obviously taking some lip balm just to make sure my lips are moisturized. My first one you've heard me talk about last monthly favorites. Yes, last month favorites. And it is Maybelline Baby Lips. This is my second one. I got a new one because I wore out my first one that I had. So this is my second one. It's just a plain baby lips, but it does give a nice little shine to your lips. And the second one is also a baby lips by Maybelline, but it is in the shade Peach Kiss number 30. It's a really pretty orangey dark pink with some shimmer in it. So that is it for my what's in my makeup bag for vacations. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you took any vacations this past year, please let me know in the comments below where you went, or if you're about to go on one, please let me know what's in your holiday makeup bag as well. I hope you guys have a great upcoming week, and yeah, I'm just really excited. I'm so excited to go on vacation. So hopefully I'll see you guys soon for another Hope Slice of Life video. Goodbye.